Revolutionary greetings, comrades. The Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC, has filed its papers to appeal against the High Court judgment which was delivered in Bulawayo. The judgment barred 12 CCC candidates from contesting. In the previous video, we had said that the Supreme Court will go on recess on the 29th of July 2023 and resume its work in September. We might have misled you a bit because we thought that once it goes on recess, if the appeal is filed, then in the case will only be heard in September, meaning that the CCC candidates and other candidates who were disqualified will have their names on the ballot paper. Now, what we've been told is that the Supreme Court will sit. It is always, there are judges that are always available to hear any case. So it does not necessarily mean that if the Supreme Court timetable says it goes on recess on the 29th and be back in September, therefore no cases will be heard. But if there are urgent matters like this one, because the elections would be on the 23rd August, when it is in recess, it can always meet and deliberate on the issues before it. So we now, based on what we have been told, we now expect that the Supreme Court will deliver its judgment before the elections. I did not calculate how long it took for them to hear the case of Xavier Gasquere. Remember, he was disqualified by the High Court to appeal. So I didn't check how long it took. So we estimate that maybe it will take similar duration for the Supreme Court to do so. But it should be done before the elections happen. But we do not know if again they are, say it happens last week of the election, what then becomes of the ballot papers. So we will keep our ears on the ground on what happens. Then there is a quote that is attributed to Advocate Nelson Chamisa, the leader of CCC. It says, ED is just about to plunge Zimbabwe into an unprecedented electoral and a national crisis. Never target a tribe or victimize a region twice. It is attributed to Nelson Chamisa. And we want to believe that this is not from him, because if this is from Nelson Chamisa, then it is unfortunate, it is dangerous. In previous videos, we did say our cities are metropolitan cities. For instance, Bulawayo is a metropolitan city. It brings people from different parts of the country or even outside Zimbabwe to look for employment. Bulawayo has always had residents who are not necessarily Ndebele, who have been elected into office. I was telling a comrade during the week that I grew up knowing or thinking that the late Vice President Joseph Msiga was of Ndebele origin until when he was or when he died. It was then that I learned that he came from Mashonaland, provinces. I can't remember whether it's Mashonaland East or Mashonaland Central. I had never known that he was Joseph Msiga Yabano. I already knew him as Joseph Msiga. I didn't know that his name was shortened. And there are many other people of Shona origin that have been in the leadership in Bulawayo, be in the city council and in other in other areas in Bulawayo. So for Nelson Chamisa, like I'm saying, if it is true, for him to say never target a tribe or victimize a region twice, this simple says that it is targeting the Ndebele speaking. The moment we begin to define our politics along ethnic lines, is dangerous. It is dangerous. We have a terrible past. It is dangerous. In any case, the candidates for Chamisa or Triple C, not all of them are of Ndebele speaking. So if Chamisa believes that Bulawayo is a home to the people of Matebele land, then the leadership of his party in Matebele land and the candidates for council and National Assembly must then reflect that. If to him the target is in Ndebele speaking, a tribe, his leadership in Bulawayo must reflect that. But it does not reflect that. So Chamisa is trying to use Matebele, as Professor Jonathan Moyo puts it very well, that he should not use Matebele as a canon fund to trying to get sympathy. I know Comrade Shoko, the ZCTU leader in Bulawayo, or former ZCTU leader in Bulawayo. I do not regard him in terms of his ethnic background, but I regard him as a comrade. Now, if you then say never target a tribe, you are saying Comrade Shoko should not be number 2 in the senatorial list because he is not of Ndebele origin. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Chamisa should find ways of dealing with these issues without raising the ethnic card. We have seen in the rest of Africa where people are incited along ethnic lines. And most of the wars that we have had in Africa are wars that are incited by politicians. When it suits them, they will then claim that a person from a majority ethnic group must become the leader of a country. If indeed it is true that Chamisa wrote this, is dangerous, and he should not be doing this. He should not be doing this, because this is just dangerous and it is uncalled for. Let us engage on issues. Let us engage on policy issues. Let us engage on others are saying the courts are captured, but we argue that they are not captured because you can only capture something that you once had control of. The courts are a key state apparatus that is used by the deep state to advance its interests. Because we say Zimbabwe is a deep state with militaristic characteristics. So the courts, as we argued in the previous videos, that the state has summoned one of its key apparatus to ensure that ZANU-PF retains power in Bulawayo and in other urban centers where it is perceived that these are the strongholds of the opposition, and the ruling class wants to control the cities through ZANU-PF, or it wants its puppet to have members of parliament, so that they will have the 2/3 majority, because parliament is another key state apparatus. So these are the issues that Advocate Nelson Chamisa should be speaking to. He should not be raising an ethnic card. This is why, as communists, we always emphasize that we are engaged in a class struggle. We should never, ever, how painful it is, raise the ethnic question just to advance our own political interests. It is just the pure populism which is uncalled for. Please share your views. As we said, the CCC has appealed from this to the Supreme Court. We await the judgment of the Supreme Court on whether it will uphold the judgment of the High Court or it will overturn it. Please write in the comment section. I am Mabuto Nicholas Mabena. Please like this video, circulate, and kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. And thank you so much to those that keep on subscribing. And also, if you are on TikTok, please do follow us. Amandla Comrades.